Hello, how's it going? Are we drinking tonight? Yeah, good. Everything I'm about to say is going to be 75% funnier. So that helps. Also, I'm glad to be here because I have very specific rules on how I perform comedy. I won't perform unless they are met. First, most thing is that my comedy works much better without an audience. So I'm glad there's only a few of you here. And also, I also specify I have to have the least convincing brick wall ever at the back of the venue that was purchased from eBay for about £25. So that's good. The reason I talk about drinking, I want to talk to you about, have we been in this situation where the doctor, you go to your GP and they say, how many units do you drink on average per week? And you think, shit. Because I've had a big week. Well, no, it's not just a big, big month, yeah. I think, right. Well, I can't nobody includes Saturday, right? No. And you can't include shots or the fact that Tuesday was Steve's birthday, right? And then, Thursday, work drinks. And, nobody really includes those drinks you have before you go out or the one you come back from the pub, right? And then you work all that out in your head, you knock a bit off, and you say the number to your doctor, go, like that. And they go, oh, no. And they hand you an alcohol concern leaflet. And you open it up, and it's got a picture of a bloke drinking a pint of beer. He looks really sad. I think, cheer up, mate, you've got a pint. I think I might have a booze problem. This is why I really enjoy going to airports, because it's one of the few places where you can drink at any time of the day, and nobody judges you. I went to Stansted, and I got there at 2 a.m. I had 2 pints of cider. You might be thinking alcoholism. I'm thinking man enjoying his holiday. Now, the other thing that annoys me about drinking, though, is that thing when you buy anything from a supermarket now, it has a little warning on it. It just says, please drink responsibly. Please drink responsibly. Or what? You're going to take away my alcohol licence? Fuck you. I won't. And the one that really annoys me is there's a picture of a pregnant woman there, who's boozing like that with a no sign. Now I'm going to say that the kind of woman that is thinking of drinking while pregnant is not going to look a picture of a fairy that swallowed a basketball and go, well, I was going to drink, but now I'm going to stop. Instead, I'm going to have some Benylin and operate some heavy machinery. So I just think I will drink as irresponsibly as I want. I will go out, I will start a fight with a bouncer, then go home, buy a bunch of shit on eBay that I deny afterwards, and then have a very morally questionable wank. So, the moment you finish it, you go, I am a bad person. Bad person. I wouldn't say that I've got, a couple of girls laughing around. Yeah, we've all done it. I would say I've got a drinking problem now. What I've got is a problem about getting the big bag of bottles to the recycling bin without my neighbour asking awkward questions. I was like that, and he caught me. Oh, did you have a party last night? It was Wednesday. My wife was out. I watched 4 hours of Nazi documentaries. I drank some beers, right? But I didn't want him to think that I was like a Nazi-obsessed alcoholic. So I went, well, actually, my uncle died. So we had a wake, and that shut him up. But the problem I've got is that every time I go to the recycling bin, I've got to think about which member of my immediate family has recently died to explain the extraordinary number of bottles in my recycling bin. But you're probably thinking, why don't I get help? Don't worry, I have. I've been studying family history, so I've extended the range of people that I can kill off. Now, are we a festival crowd? Do we like going to festivals? I don't like them. Right. Let me explain why. You go to a field, you're in the middle of nowhere, you live in a tent, you've got no access to food or sanitation. What you've done is you spent £200 to live in a refugee camp for the weekend. And if you're really lucky, Coldplay are the main act. And there are actual Syrian refugees going, no, please, take me back to Syria. I prefer barrel bombs to a next Chris Martin album. Oh, what's you more offended about? Criticising Coldplay or the Syrian refugee? Anyway, I was doing this festival, and it was, I was doing stand-up at this festival, and it was a vegan festival, which is less fun than it sounds, because it was about as much fun as being force-fed cold tofu by Morrissey when he leaves around his novel. And I was doing stand-up while I was on after a burlesque act. Are we familiar with burlesque? Yeah? If you're not familiar with burlesque, what it is, it's like lap dancing with feathers, only without the lap dancing. It's basically stripping for hipsters, right? And I was watching this woman, she's taking her clothes off with a martini glass, and I'm thinking, am I allowed to get an erection? Am I? Oh, I don't know, moral minefield. Don't objectify women, but she's showing me her boobs. It's postmodern. My penis doesn't have an MA in women's studies. So I want to, we need to figure out what's the difference between stripping and burlesque. Well, I'll break it down for you. What you've got is if a slim Eastern European woman takes her clothes off in a pub with blacked out windows, oh my God, that's stripping, that's awful. But if a chubby ex-private school girl takes her clothes off in a former working men's club, oh, that's burlesque, that's so empowering. Yeah, you've all seen those shows. So the big important moral difference between stripping and burlesque is don't diet and don't be foreign. And on that slightly awkward note, I'm going to leave you. Enjoy the rest of the show. Cheers.